If you're over 60 and you wake up every morning with that sharp, burning, electric pain shooting from your lower back down your leg, I want you to listen very carefully. Because what I'm about to tell you may completely change the way you think about sciatica. Most people believe that nerve pain is just something you have to live with as you age. That once it starts, it only gets worse, and that the only real options are painkillers, injections, or surgery. But what if I told you that in many cases, sciatica after 60 is not actually caused by old age, and that there is a simple daily habit, including a specific drink you can make at home, that has helped thousands of people calm nerve inflammation and experience noticeable relief in as little as 2 days. This is not about magic, and it's not about ignoring medical advice. It's about understanding what's really irritating that nerve, why it becomes so stubborn after 60, and how supporting your body the right way can make an enormous difference very quickly. Let's start by clearing up one of the biggest misconceptions about sciatica. Sciatica is not a disease. It's a symptom. It's your body's way of telling you that the sciatic nerve, the largest nerve in your body, is being irritated, compressed, or inflamed. This nerve runs from your lower spine, through your hips and buttocks, and all the way down each leg. When something aggravates it, the pain can feel shocking, burning, stabbing, or like deep aching that just won't let go. After 60, this irritation is often blamed on wear and tear, and while age-related changes do play a role, they're rarely the full story. In fact, many people over 60 have disc bulges or spinal changes on scans and feel no pain at all, while others with minor findings are in agony. That tells us something very important: inflammation, nerve sensitivity, and muscle imbalance are often the real drivers of pain. As we age, our bodies naturally become a bit less efficient at controlling inflammation. This doesn't mean inflammation is bad all the time, it's a necessary healing response. But chronic low-grade inflammation is a different story. It quietly irritates nerves, stiffens joints, and tightens muscles. In the case of sciatica, inflammation around the lower spine, the piriformis muscle in the buttock, or even along the nerve itself can amplify pain signals. On top of that, dehydration becomes more common after 60, and dehydrated tissues, including spinal discs and muscles, are far more likely to compress or irritate nerves. Add years of sitting, reduced movement, and nutritional gaps, and you have the perfect storm for sciatic pain that just won't calm down. Now here's where most people go wrong. When the pain flares up, they reach immediately for painkillers. While medications can temporarily dull pain, they don't address the underlying inflammation or nerve irritation, and in some cases, they can even slow healing when used long-term. Others try aggressive stretching or exercise during a flare, which can actually make things worse if the nerve is already inflamed. The key is to calm the nerve first, reduce the inflammatory load, and then gently restore movement and support. This is where a simple, targeted drink can play a surprisingly powerful role. The drink I'm talking about is not a gimmick, and it's not new. It's based on ingredients that have been studied for their anti-inflammatory, nerve, supporting, and circulation-enhancing properties. When combined correctly and used consistently, especially over a couple of days, they can help shift your body out of that constant inflammatory state that keeps the sciatic nerve angry. The foundation of this drink is warm water. That may sound too simple, but warm water increases circulation, relaxes muscles, and helps nutrients reach tissues more effectively. Cold drinks can sometimes tighten muscles and slow digestion, which is the opposite of what you want when dealing with nerve pain. To this warm water, you add turmeric, specifically a small amount of turmeric powder or freshly grated turmeric root. Turmeric contains curcumin, one of the most well-researched natural anti-inflammatory compounds we know of. Curcumin works by blocking inflammatory pathways in the body, including those that sensitize nerves. Many people take turmeric capsules, but drinking it in warm water allows for faster absorption and hydration at the same time. However, curcumin on its own is not absorbed very well, which is why the next ingredient is so important. That ingredient is black pepper. Just a pinch. Black pepper contains piperin, which can increase curcumin absorption dramatically. Without it, most of the curcumin passes through your system unused. With it, you give your body a real chance to use turmeric's anti-inflammatory power. The taste may be slightly spicy, but it's mild when used correctly, and most people get used to it quickly. Next, we add fresh ginger or ginger powder. Ginger is another powerful anti-inflammatory and circulation booster. It helps relax tight muscles, improves blood flow around irritated nerves, and can reduce pain signaling. Ginger also supports digestion, which matters more than most people realize. Poor digestion can increase systemic inflammation, and when your gut is inflamed, your nerves often are too. Ginger helps calm that entire system. The final optional, but highly beneficial addition is a squeeze of lemon. Lemon provides vitamin C, which supports tissue repair and helps neutralize oxidative stress that can irritate nerves. It also improves the taste and encourages hydration. When you combine warm water, turmeric, black pepper, ginger, and lemon, you get a drink that targets inflammation, supports nerve health, improves circulation, and hydrates tissues all at once. Now, when I say some people notice improvement in 2 days, it's important to understand what that means. It doesn't mean the nerve is magically cured forever in 48 hours. What many people report is a noticeable reduction in intensity, less burning or shooting pain, and improved ease of movement. This happens because you're finally calming the environment around the nerve. Inflammation starts to settle, muscles begin to relax, and blood flow improves. For a nerve that has been constantly irritated, this relief can feel dramatic. Timing matters here. The best time to drink this is first thing in the morning, on an empty stomach, and again in the evening, about an hour before bed. Morning use helps reduce inflammation accumulated overnight and prepares your body for movement during the day. Evening use supports muscle relaxation and recovery while you sleep. Sleep is when much of your healing actually happens, and reducing nighttime inflammation can significantly affect how you feel the next morning. Of course, what you do alongside this drink is just as important as the drink itself. One of the biggest mistakes people with sciatica make after 60 is staying too still. Rest has its place, especially during severe pain, but complete inactivity leads to stiffness, weaker muscles, and more nerve compression. The goal is gentle, frequent movement. Short walks, even just 5 to 10 minutes, help pump blood through the lower back and legs, delivering oxygen and nutrients, while clearing inflammatory waste. Movement also tells your nervous system that it's safe, which can reduce pain sensitivity. On the other hand, you want to avoid sudden twisting, heavy lifting, or aggressive stretching when the nerve is inflamed. Stretching an irritated nerve is like pulling on a frayed wire. It can increase pain. Instead, focus on relaxed positions that take pressure off the lower spine, such as lying on your back with your knees supported or sitting with proper lumbar support. Heat, such as a warm compress on the lower back or buttock, can further relax muscles and complement the effects of the drink. Hydration throughout the day is another often overlooked factor. Spinal discs rely on water to maintain their height and cushioning ability. When you're dehydrated, discs lose some of that cushion, which can increase nerve compression. Aim to sip water regularly, not just when you feel thirsty. Adding a pinch of natural mineral salt or a splash of lemon to 1 glass a day can help improve absorption, especially if you're over 60 and tend to drink less. Let's also talk about food choices, because they can either help or sabotage your progress. Highly processed foods, excess sugar, and refined carbohydrates increase inflammation and can flare nerve pain. Many people notice their sciatica worsens after heavy, sugary, or fried meals. On the other hand, foods rich in omega-3 fatty acids, such as fatty fish, walnuts, and flax seeds, support nerve health and reduce inflammation. Leafy greens, colorful vegetables, and quality protein provide the nutrients your body needs to repair irritated tissues. You don't need a perfect diet, but even small changes can make a noticeable difference. Another key factor after 60 is magnesium. Magnesium supports muscle relaxation and nerve signaling, and deficiency is common in older adults. While the drink we discussed focuses on inflammation, ensuring adequate magnesium through food or supplementation can further reduce muscle tension around the sciatic nerve. Many people find that magnesium in the evening helps with nighttime pain and sleep quality. Always check with your healthcare provider before starting new supplements, especially if you take medications. Now, I want to be very clear about something important. Sciatica can have different causes, and while inflammation is a major contributor, there are cases where serious underlying conditions exist. If you experience progressive weakness, loss of bladder or bowel control, or severe, unrelenting pain that does not improve at all, you must seek medical evaluation. The approach we're discussing is meant to support your body and calm common inflammatory causes of sciatica, not replace professional care when it's truly needed. What makes this simple drink so powerful is not that it's exotic or expensive, but that it addresses multiple root issues at once. It hydrates, reduces inflammation, improves circulation, supports digestion, and calms the nervous system. When combined with gentle movement, smart rest, and anti-inflammatory eating, it creates an environment where the sciatic nerve can finally settle down. Many people are shocked by how quickly their pain changes when they stop fighting symptoms and start supporting their body's natural healing processes. As you continue this routine beyond the first few days, consistency is key. Nerves heal slowly, but they do heal. The less inflamed and irritated they are, the better they function. Over time, as pain decreases, you can gradually add targeted strengthening exercises for the core and hips, which further protect the lower spine and reduce the risk of future flare-ups. But that comes later, after the pain has calmed. To bring this all together, sciatica after 60 is not a life sentence. It's often a signal that your body needs less inflammation, better hydration, gentler movement, and the right nutritional support. A simple drink made with warm water, turmeric, black pepper, ginger, and lemon can be a powerful starting point, especially when used consistently for a couple of days alongside smart daily habits. By calming the nerve instead of constantly numbing the pain, you give yourself a real chance at lasting relief. In summary, the most important things to remember are this: sciatica is usually driven by inflammation and nerve irritation, not just age. Calming that inflammation can significantly reduce pain, and simple, consistent habits can create noticeable improvement quickly. if you found this information valuable. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, like this video, and let me know in the comments what topic you want to see next.